Hi there guys, I'm Nikhil from GreedyTech, and in this video, I'll be showing you all the best features of the OnePlus 8. By the way guys, I'll also be making a dedicated video for the tips and tricks section where I'll be talking about many things which I won't be covering in this video. So definitely check out that video, link will be in the description. Now with that said, the most highlighting feature about this phone is definitely its display. This phone sports a 6.55-inch Fluid AMOLED display with rounded corners with Full HD Plus resolution, 20:9 aspect ratio, and it's also protected by a 3D curved Corning Gorilla Glass. It's an AMOLED display, so you get the regular old great stuff, and along with that it also has rounded corners, so it definitely looks way better than some of the previous OnePlus phones or most of the other phones in the same price segment. By the way, this phone also comes with a 90Hz display, so all the animations look very smooth. It's not just great for gaming, even for regular usage, you can see that everything is much more fluid than before. And it's definitely a great experience when you compare it with a regular phone with a 60Hz display. Next best thing about this phone is definitely its overall design and build. Well, in terms of design, there really isn't anything new or drastically new except for that rounded corners, especially when you compare it with the previous OnePlus phones. But when it comes to the overall form factor or the sleekness, it's definitely a huge improvement. Even the previous OnePlus phones look great, but this one looks exceptional. Next best thing about this phone is obviously performance. This phone sports a Snapdragon 865 processor with Adreno 650 GPU with 5G x55 chipset with 8GB or 12GB of LPDDR4X RAM and 128 or 256GB of UFS 3.2 storage. These are the benchmark scores. So just like all the previous OnePlus phones, even this one is a beast when it comes to performance, and everything is pretty smooth. Next, this phone also comes with super fast charging. Well, OnePlus calls it Warp Charge 30T, and that coupled with a 4300 mAh battery, you really don't have to worry about battery life and charging speeds. They are literally top notch. Next, we also get the same old face unlock feature, and even that is pretty fast, but unlike the previous OnePlus phones, it takes like half a second to unlock the phone. That's mainly because of the animation. No matter what kind of lighting conditions, it is super fast. Here's a quick preview. Next, we got ton of customizations. First, we have preset themes, where we can change the themes of the phone. We have 3 different themes. First, we have vibrant tints, which just makes things look colorful. Next, we have illuminating light, which is the light mode. Finally, we have the nuanced dark mode, which is a regular dark mode. Now, this is something I'll stick with. Next, we can also change the accent colors, button styles, and icon shapes. Next, we can also change the wallpapers, clock style in ambient display, fingerprint animations, all that from this new customizations page. Next, this phone also comes with some incredible cameras. On the rear, it has a 48 megapixel camera with f1.75 aperture and a Sony IMX586 sensor with optical image stabilization and electronic image stabilization. For selfies, it has a 16 megapixel camera with f2.45 aperture with Sony IMX471 sensor. These are some sample shots. Next, we also get a wide-angle camera on this phone. It's a 16 megapixel camera with f2.2 aperture and 116-degree field of view. These are some sample shots. Next, we also get a dedicated macro mode on this phone, and for that OnePlus is using a dedicated 2 megapixel camera with f2.4 aperture. These are some sample shots. Next, we have Super Stable mode, which is exactly like the Super Stable mode from the Samsung phones, with super stabilizes the footage. Here's a quick sample. Next, we can also record video using 2 cameras, that's the primary camera and the wide-angle camera, pretty seamlessly. Here's a quick preview. Next we have portrait mode. Unlike other phones where you get a single portrait mode option, on this phone you get a regular portrait shot option and a wide angle portrait shot. So you can choose the one based on your preference. These are some sample shots. Next we have a dedicated night mode to take better pictures in low lighting conditions. We can use this mode with both the primary camera and the wide angle camera. These are some sample shots.
Next we have some brand new navigation gestures. Once you enable them, you can swipe from the bottom of the screen to go home. You can swipe and hold for recent apps. And then to go back, you can swipe from the left side or right side to go back a step. Finally, if you swipe left or right on the bottom bar, you can quickly switch between the current application and the previous application.
Next, we can also change refresh rate on this phone. By default, it's set to 90Hz, but for some reason, if you want to go back to 60Hz, you can do it from here. Personally, I'll just keep it at 90Hz. Next, we can also hide this punch hole on this phone. Just enable this toggle and it puts a black tint on the background and it pretty much hides that punch hole design. Well, now the phone looks pretty weird, but if you really want it, you can still do it on this phone. Next, we can also change the horizon light colors. So every time you get a notification, your phone lights up, and from these settings, you can change the color of this light. Now going on next, this phone also supports 4K video recording at 60 FPS. Next, this phone also supports slow motion video recording. We can record video at 1080p resolution at 240 FPS and at 720p resolution at 480 FPS. At least as of now, there is no support for 960 FPS. Next, this phone also has dual stereo speakers, which is powered by Dolby Atmos. And they do sound pretty loud and pretty good. Here's a quick audio sample. Next we have Fanatic mode, which is an exclusive feature for just this phone. It can get rid of all your distractions while gaming. You can quickly enable it or launch it even while playing a game, and it allows you to block all incoming call notifications, and it turns your phone into a professional gaming device. Next we have Zen mode. You can access it from the notification toggles, and once you enable this feature, it will literally not allow you to do anything for the next 20 minutes. Even if you restart your phone in those 20 minutes, it still takes you to the Zen mode. If you want to meditate for some time or put your phone down for some time, just give this a try. Next we have a screen recorder built into the phone. Whether you want to just record your screen for a random purpose or for a tutorial, or if you want to record your game, then you can do all that from your phone with a built-in feature. You can access it from the toggles. You can also change the resolution, bitrate, you can even change the audio source and set video orientation. Next we have the famous alert slider. Just like on all the previous OnePlus phones, even on this phone, we still get the alert slider. We have 3 modes, silent, vibration and ring. You can further configure each mode from settings. Using this alert slider, you can change to different modes without even looking at your phone. This is a very unique feature that's available only on the OnePlus phones. Unlike most flagships, this phone has dual SIM support along with dual 4G and dual LTE. Next, we can also trigger Google Assistant with the power button. Now, if you're using these navigation gestures, there are no buttons, so you can't press the home button to trigger Google Assistant. In this case, just enable this feature and long press the power button to trigger Google Assistant. You can press and hold the power button for 3 seconds for power options. Next, we have Digital Wellbeing. Now, this is a feature from Google which simply tracks all your usage on your phone and gives you a complete analysis of which applications you are using a lot or which applications receive the most notifications. Now, using this feature, you can also limit your usage, which is pretty great. Next, we have Wind Down. Now, this is also from Google and it's part of Digital Wellbeing, and it allows you to sleep faster at night. You can basically schedule it to automatically turn on the grayscale mode and do not disturb mode at a specific time and basically hint you to go to bed. Next, we have Flip to Mute. Now once you enable this feature, you can just flip your phone to mute an incoming call. Next we have answer call by gesture. Now once you enable this feature, you can answer a call just by placing the phone near your ear. Next we have some screen off gestures. First one would be double tap to wake. Now once you enable this feature, as the name suggests, you can just double tap the screen to wake it up. If you're already using face unlock feature on this phone, you can just double tap the screen to wake it up, then your front camera will see your face and then it will immediately unlock the phone. Overall, it gives you a very immersive experience. Next we have music controls. Now once you enable this feature, you can draw less than or greater than symbols when the screen is off to play the previous or next songs, and then draw two parallel lines to play or pause music. And you also have more gestures to do different actions based on your requirement. Next we have 3-finger screenshot. Now before I show you how to use that, let me show you how to take a screenshot on this phone. Just press the volume down and power button both at the same time and your phone will take a screenshot. For some reason, if that's a bit difficult for you, you also have this 3-finger screenshot gesture. Once you enable it, you can just swipe down using 3 fingers to take a screenshot. This is definitely my favorite way to take a screenshot. Next we have long screenshot. Let's say you want to take a long screenshot of this web page. Then this is what you need to do. First, take a regular screenshot. You can either use the buttons or the 3-finger screenshot gesture. Once you do that, you'll see a preview, and now click on the button that says expanded screenshot. Once you do that, your phone will automatically scroll through the page, and at the end, it will give you a long screenshot. Next, we have some quick launch shortcuts for the fingerprint scanner. Once you enable this feature, in the lock screen, you can touch and hold the fingerprint scanner. Even after the phone unlocks, just keep holding it and you will see some quick shortcuts. Now you can swipe your finger left or right to switch between these applications and release the finger to open that particular application. You can also swipe down to close the application. Now from these settings, you can save your quick shortcuts. Next we have fingerprint animations. Now right out of the box, this is the default animation that we get whenever we use the fingerprint. Besides that, we have a total of 3 animations: Cosmos, Wave and Stripes, and you can use the one based on your preference. By the way guys, fingerprint scanner on this one is super fast, so most of the time you won't even see the animation completely. Next we have gaming mode. Now this feature gives you tons of options, like it gives you the option to answer calls via speaker, block all banner notifications and all the notifications in general, disable auto brightness. It can even boost the network for a lag-free experience. It also has some advanced features like game display enhancement and haptic feedback enhancement. Next we have parallel apps. Now this feature allows you to use 2 instances of the same application. Let's say if you want to use 2 Facebook accounts, 2 Instagram accounts or 2 WhatsApp accounts on the same phone, then this feature will allow you to do that. Usually social media applications like Facebook, Instagram and WhatsApp support this feature, but OnePlus has also added few additional apps like Paytm, Uber and many more. Next we have night mode. You can access it from the display settings, and once you enable it, it puts a warm tint on the screen and filters the blue light. It can even darken the screen further to make the display more comfortable to use at night. You can either enable it and disable it manually or schedule it to automatically turn on and turn off at a specific time or from sunset to sunrise. Next we have reading mode. Now reading mode on this phone is pretty unique. Once you enable this feature, your phone will automatically adjust the screen color temperature and make the display much more comfortable to read. You can either turn it on manually or schedule it to automatically turn on for few specific applications, say like Amazon Kindle or Google's Playbooks. It can also block peak notifications or heads-up notifications, which can be quite annoying, especially while reading. Next we have ambient display. Even though this phone comes with an AMOLED display, OnePlus is still not offering us always-on display. Instead, OnePlus offers ambient display, which simply lights up the screen every time you get a notification. It will just display your time, date and notification icons. From these settings, you can also change the clock style and even display a custom message. You can configure the ambient display to show up every time you pick up your phone, or whenever you touch the display, or whenever you get a notification. Next we have some launcher-based gestures. If you are using the stock launcher from OnePlus, you have some cool gestures and you can tweak them from the launcher settings. On your home screen, you can do a swipe down gesture to pull down the notification bar. You can double tap in an empty area to put the phone to sleep. And finally, you can do a swipe up gesture to open the app drawer. Next, we can also switch audio output device on this phone. It's a very unique feature on an Android phone, and personally, I love it. Let's say a Bluetooth headset is connected to your phone and you're watching a video. Now, if you want to hear the audio from the speakers instead of disconnecting the Bluetooth, you can change the audio output device by using the volume buttons. Next, we have App Locker built into the phone. If you have any applications that hold sensitive information like net banking applications or payment-based apps like Paytm, Google Pay or PhonePe, you can lock all those applications using this feature. It's a nice feature but has very limited options. If you're an advanced user, I'll suggest you to use a third-party application. Next, we have Schedule On and Off. Now this feature allows you to automatically turn on your phone and even turn it off at a specific time on a specific day. You can configure all that from these settings. Next, we have OnePlus Switch. Now this feature or an application will allow you to move all your information from your previous phone to your brand new OnePlus phone. You can transfer all your contacts, messages, photos, videos and audio files, and if it's an Android phone, you can even transfer your applications. Using this application, you can also create a backup copy of all your data. So guys, these are all the best features. If I missed out on anything important, do let me know by commenting below this video. If you're planning to buy this phone, use the link in the description. It always helps the channel. If you want us to make any specific video, tweet out to us with the hashtag AskGreedyTech on Twitter and we will try to make it as soon as possible. I'm Nikhil from GreedyTech signing off. Have a nice day.